Tear it up.
Game time, MP. Let's get it.
New stars.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. This is Kevin Harlan joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive in advance.
Amen.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Clarkson. George is out there with Sexton. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Now here's McDaniel.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Clarkson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. Over Sexton. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Now Clarkson lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Edwards. Hendricks pulls it in.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
He passes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. To the paint. Here's P. Out to Edwards. There's the screen. Now here's McDaniels. T right on him. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. And McDaniels drops them both. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
I like those shoes, bro. Where'd you get them?
For Utah, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. To the inside.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here he goes. He passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. over Sexton. No good from 11 feet. Jazz trail by 6. Clarkson outside. Back to Sexton. Jazz passing it around. Clarkson outside. And the 3 off target. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Jazz have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Passes it to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The pass to Sexton. Down low. Here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Quality pass by Sexton, taking full advantage of that opening.
Pass to P. Towns, a screen on George. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's George. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Kessler. Gobert with the block.
Gobert is referred to as the Stifle Tower for a reason. He's an elite shot blocker.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
So it's the Jazz now after the basket by Minnesota. Kessler passes to Sexton. Here's Hendricks. Clarkson outside. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Kessler. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 13. George dishes to Sexton. Back to George. To the middle. Here's Kessler. Count that one. Kessler's got his 2nd bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's P. Defended by George. P passes to Gobert. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Hendricks. Back to George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And so focused on that shot. The contact doesn't even faze George.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Michael Conley. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. A switcher also for Utah. Collins checked in for Sexton.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Conley finds McDaniel. And there it is for him. 13 points for Pete. And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive score like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader gives that team a ton of confidence.
Pass to Kessler. Now Collins. Clarkson for three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Jordan Clarkson doing a great job of getting ready for that pass, and he made it look easy.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Well-placed alley pass into the lane.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Jazz trail by 11. Now, here's George. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by George. 7 points for Jordan Clarkson. Here's P. Gobert with a screen on Clarkson. Driving the lane. Here's P. Kessler with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Outside Collins. The pass to Hendricks. Kessler with it. Clarkson for three. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Conley the pass to Pete. 1:44 left to play in the first. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kicks to George. Pass to Kessler. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Jazz call time here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Pete. For Minnesota, Rudy Gobert comes in for Kyle Anderson, and it's P in for Moore. The Jazz making a switch here. Here's Hendricks, still yet to score. Jazz passing it around. Outside, Sexton. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
One of the toughest shots for a guard with all the bigs in there, but Collins showing confidence.
Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Colin Sexton. Also, George out there. John Collins is out there with Taylor Horton-Tucker. And Hendricks in at the power forward position. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against the Suns, was superb. He finished with 52 points and was reliable as ever from distance. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much hype like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And he sinks the second. Jazz trail by 14. And here's Sexton.
Pretty solid from the stripe. Colin Sexton is not a guy you want to send there often if you're the opposing team.
The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Sexton, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Sexton drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's P. He's got 23. Jazz have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Edwards against Sexton. Passes to Kessler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Hendricks. They set the screen. Kessler finds Sexton. Outside, George, just 5 to shoot. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Puts up a deep 3. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from P. P's got 28.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gobert pulls it in.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Sexton after the basket by Minnesota. Collins setting the big for Sexton. There's the drive. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the pass to Gobert. Utah with the rebound. Now George. Pass to Collins. Sexton against Edwards. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Jazz trail by 18. Outside, George. Shoots from the block, and the jumper falls for him. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
He passes to Towns. Towns, the screen.
Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. A free throw good from P.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Pete. Three-pointer. And again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range. It's a devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And close to making the defense pay.
Connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. And here's Sexton after the three-pointer from P. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a three. Rebound, Utah. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 21. With the drive. He passes to Towns. Fades back. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And George, here we go. And the basket is good. George has got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's P. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Utah with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Feeds it to Clarkson, and down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
When it all gets going for Clarkson, he gives defenses nightmares.
Drives to the hoop. He no good.
You see this? No, do y'all see this?
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The way this has looked, this must feel like a shoot-around to them. They're jogging to spots and getting open. I think I could even get open right now, Shaq.
Kenny, we've seen you run to the board. You're not getting open.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They continue to press the advantage, a big halftime lead. They are in control.
The series playing out in their favor, and so far, they've been the better team.
They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. It's hard to see them slowing down.
That's for sure. They have the momentum. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half. Tiny shot at his three-point record.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Played like a man
first half. I got to say, his performance has come out of the blue and at the most opportune time for his team.
You know what? He just looks motivated out there. He's a competitor, and he knows how crucial this game is.
The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's P in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Jazz trail by 21. Now, here's Clarkson. Outside, George. From 13, Kessler. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Oh, here's Edwards. The pass to Pete. Here's the screen. Over Sexton. It's hauled in by George.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Clarkson outside. Oh, good with the triple. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Here's P. He can't hit that time. George with the defensive effort. Sexton against Edwards. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. Second chance shot. And rebounded by McDaniels.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Towns with the bucket.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now here is George. He's got 7.
And what a response from these incredible fans, so in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
He's got the franchise record for points in a playoff game. He is going off when it matters most. Here's Hendricks. Scoreless thus far. Like at 6. George with the screen on Edwards. Sexton for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
I love that Colin Sexton is confident in taking that shot. Beautiful.
And he drives in. Stolen by George. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Here's Sexton. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Jazz trail by 18. They set the pick. Passes it to Kessler. He kicks it to George. Outside, Sexton. No good on the triple. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's P. Good on the 3-point shot. P's got 47 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Tom. Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from George. And he makes both free throws. Timberwolves leading by 19. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. He no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And George, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And George drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's P. Defended by George. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And the Jazz call time here. And so it's Utah here with the ball, trailing by 19. Clarkson passes to Kessler. To the inside, George. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's McDaniels driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Jaden McDaniels. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Hendricks. It's tipped. Leaps for it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Edwards. Make it 5 for 10 with him and that bucket.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
There's Clarkson. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Kessler passes to Hendricks. The open look here for Sexton. Good on the triple. Sexton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half, after having no such luck in the first.
Outside, Towns. Here's P. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
And George gets to Clarkson. Pass to Kessler. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. John Collins, he's checked in for Utah. Stolen by Conley. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh my, what a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. That time from Edwards.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 14. And that time, also a missed shot.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's George after the basket by Minnesota. Down low. It's deflected.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause. He is single-handedly carrying this team right now thanks to his terrific scoring performance so far in this game.
Utah's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Clarkson outside, 9 feet out, and too long on the shot.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Off target on the 3 from P.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Dishes to Collins. Stolen away. Here's P. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Outside, George. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Nas Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Here's P. Good, another from 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
4 on the shot clock. Horton Tucker, Reed with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage.
And got it! Another basket.
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
They set the pick. Here's George. Takes it off the glass. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made, and again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
And here's Clarkson. After the three-pointer from P. Clarkson kicks to Yurtseven. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Devontae Graham is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Collins. And it's Yurtseven in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's the Jazz's ball. Sexton with the bounce pass. There's a good screen. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Yurtseven. No good that time. Timberwolves shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Edwards. A rebound by the Jazz. Horton-Tucker with it. Passes it to Yurtseven. Outside, Sexton. The dish now to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Conley. Yurtseven with the rebound.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
In for Minnesota. P comes in for Monte Morris.
Get in there.
Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. And Baisley subbed in for Devontae Graham. Anderson outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Collins comes over with the double team. P passes to Conley. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Minnesota making a switch here. Mars is checked in. Utah with the ball. Here's Kessler. They can't stop the run with that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior.
And again.
And that bucket, if you can believe it, sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Great, the way he came out tonight, you could feel the level of his focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades, to now witness someone break his record. I mean, this is crazy.
Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Sexton. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And then Collins slams it in.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Here's P. Outside Conley. That 3 off the mark.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Pass to Horton-Tucker. From the arc, drills it from outside.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And it's Kessler, top of the key. He dishes it to Sexton. The 9-foot shot. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Conley, the pass to Pete. Connects again from distance.
What can you say? Wow, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
Oh, an incredible achievement. One that will surely be celebrated around the world.
And the three-point marks falling fast. That one previously set in 2021. He's riding that wave to push it further.
Yes, really coming to this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What strength from Sexton, a competitive guard who understands how to score through physical defense.
At the line for one.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Conley, the pass to Garza. To the paint. Here's P. Good, he hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks healthy.
And George kicks to Sexton. Driving in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got 23.
Colin Sexton dared the defenders to keep up with him.
Conley against George. He passes to Reed. And another three for Minnesota.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Pete. Out to Conley. There's the triple. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Clarkson passes to Sexton. And Sexton slamming it down.
Leaving no room for error. Sexton showing how powerful he can be around the rim.
Pass to Garza. Here's P. Offensive rebound. Garza gets the bucket.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
George against Conley. Right side George. Hendricks. And it's good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's P. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz shooting at 46%, making some buckets. The Jazz working the ball around now. They set the pick. Pass to Kessler. Minnesota with the rebound. From downtown. And good!
this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. George dishes to Clarkson. Over Anderson. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. And Minnesota has possession. Conley surveying the D. Over George. Conley's shot is off. Jazz shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. They get it back. Pass to Hendricks. Kicks it to George. Dishes it to Sexton. A second chance effort. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Anderson. Lays it up off the glass.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to George. To the middle. Here's Kessler. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for P.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Utah with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Snatched up. Kessler finds Sexton. Here's Hendricks. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Conley up top, defended by George. This is it to Pete. Reed with it. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so...
I mean, you just broke Michael Jordan's record for the most points scored in a playoff game. What does it mean for you to break a record like that on a stage like this?
Man, you know, it means a lot. MJ is one of the all-time greats. Some say the greatest to ever do it. So to break one of his records, especially one in the playoffs where it's all about winning.
Especially.
You know, I'm still wrapping my mind around it. But yeah, you know, it's a big deal.
How do you top an all-time performance like this?
I'm not worried about topping tonight. I just want to keep winning games. If we don't come out of this series on top, you know, if we don't win a chip, I mean, this record's just a footnote.
I hear that. Thanks for your time, MP. We all look forward to seeing what you do next.
Thanks, Jamila.
You're a legend for that one, MP. I'll never forget.
Most people remember John Stockton for being one half of the greatest pick and roll duo of all time. And when it comes to assists, he's got pretty much every record that you can think of. He's got the most all time with 15,806 times. That's almost 4,000 more than Jason Kidd, by the way. He's one of 3 people to get 1,000 assists in a season, and he's done it 7 times. The other 2 guys, they did it once. He averaged the most assists per game in a single season with 14.54 in the 89-90 season, and he has 6 of the 7 best seasons of all time according to assists per game. And now I'm going to sound like a game show host here, but that's not all, folks. He was a tenacious defender, making 5 all-defensive teams. He was a 10-time All-Star, an 11-time All-NBA selection, a 2-time NBA steals leader, and a member of the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. But you know what's really crazy? He only missed 22 games total in his 19-year career. John Stockton is a Hall of Famer, an Iron Man, and perhaps the best pick-and-roll guard of all time. And despite all that, MP is better. Take a moment. Let that sink in.
Telling me it's just a matter of time, not if, but when. And he would break Michael Jordan's single-game scoring record. But tonight he made the unbelievable a reality. Yeah, in the process, I think he stunned fans, NBA fans all over the globe.
Special players always separate themselves in the playoffs. MP is as special as it gets. It's MP time.
MP an extraterrestrial, man. He pulled up in the UFO.
Anytime you pass Michael Jordan in the record books, that's something pretty special. When MP's in the conversation, that's no surprise.
When I came into the league, I didn't think nobody would break the 100-point record. I mean, the way offense has been flowing, you had an idea. You see, D. Mitch had 71, but when MP came into the league, I thought, well, he could be the one to break it. And look what he did.
Talk about putting the team on your back. More than Jordan? Come on now, that's the league.
At what point did you realize you were in the process of setting a new playoff record? And once you did, how did you maintain your focus and stay calm under pressure in a high-stakes game like this?
I didn't even realize I was on pace to break the record until late in the game when a couple of fans sitting courtside happened to mention it during the timeout. I knew I was playing well, but the stakes were high and the competition was intense. So honestly, I was just focused on winning the game. You know, in the postseason, every possession counts. The margin of error is so small that you can't afford to think about anything else. Now that the game is over, I'm kind of speechless. I think the fact that I wasn't aware of it makes the achievement even more special. It happened because of hard work, focus, and determination, not selfishness.
Incredible performance tonight, MP. What does it do for the confidence of the team when they see you break the playoff record for most threes in a game?
That's an interesting question. On one hand, when you see one of your top shooters perform like this in a big spot, Yeah, it gives you confidence. On the other hand, listen, we got a stacked lineup from top to bottom, and these guys all have the confidence in what they do on the court, so it's not like they need me to break records to believe in themselves. Ultimately, we play for each other. So more than confidence, when we see one of us go off like this, we feed off that energy, and we all play better. That's the biggest thing, really. The confidence is there no matter what, but yeah, the energy can come and go depending on the situation.
What's up, MP? I know you like to set your own goals, but here's what I think you should be doing out there. What's up, MP? You know what they say. Board man gets paid.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Way to go, MP.
That's the best scoring performance I've ever seen in the big game. Feeling a big game tonight, kid.
There's the man of the hour. Go get him, Emmett.
Two.
Round one continue. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. So the Timberwolves win the tip. You look at the Timberwolves. Well, they notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that's a great piece of advice. Checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Colin Sexton. Also, George out there. Clarkson is out there with Walker Kessler. And Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Hendricks can't get it to go. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
He with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Kessler. Clarkson for 3. Traps in the tray.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and swings it home.
He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Beat. Fires for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Sexton. Back to George. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
Posed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
The pass to Hendricks. Outside, Sexton. Jazz passing it around. Passes to Hendricks. No good on that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's P. And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Back to George. It's stolen by Gobert. There's McDaniels, and he makes good on the way.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hendricks passes to Kessler. Here's George. And nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's P. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Sexton. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Here's P. Defended by George. Now here's McDaniel. Feeds it to Gobert.
Nice job by Gobert finishing the play through the bump.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
And Gobert drops them both. Jazz trail by 9. George looking over the floor. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Pass to P. Towns the screen. Here's P. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Jazz trail by 10. Here's George. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Here's P. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. Here's George. 6 to shoot. Right side, Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 12. Now the pass to George. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
Here's P. Defended by George. P passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Takes the 3. That shot, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Sexton finds Kessler. The Jazz shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. First one falls. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Morris is checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Pete. So he gets them both. Timberwolves. Come in for the Timberwolves. B comes in for Morris. So on the floor for Utah, Colin Sexton is out there with George. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Collins, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Edwards with the screen. Kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Reed. Here's P. There's the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against the Jazz, was a man on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Utah with the ball after the missed three from P. In the corner, Collins with it. Just 4 to shoot. Sexton for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 11.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, George. Stood on the wing. A 3-ball. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's 15 points for Colin Sexton.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Anderson right side. Back to Conley. There's the pick. Outside, Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. P with the bucket.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Pass to Collins. Sexton for 3. Sexton can't get that one to drop. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. They lead by 4. The results in their game on Sunday left no doubt.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And here's Sexton following the 3 from P. Yes, that goes in.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Here's P. 15 points in the game. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Looking for Conley. He gets it there. Outside Edwards. The three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 19. Into the lane. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler comes in for Horton Tucker. And it's Clarkson in for Sexton. Here's P. 17 points in the game.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now, here's Clarkson. After the miss from P.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
He with the bucket.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Hendricks. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Monte Morris is checked in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves leading by 9. There's the pick. The pass to McDaniels. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now, here is George. Passes it to Collins. Down low, Clarkson, and he bangs it home with one hand.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
He no good. Jazz trail by 9. And here's George. Clarkson outside. Collins a screen on Morris. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Shot by Collins, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. He no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by P. George against Morris. Pass to Hendricks. And the rejection by Towns.
With that reach, Towns is going to get his fair share of block shots. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Gobert the pass to B. And here we go. Clarkson on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 7. He passes to McDaniels. Banked in off the glass.
Like the determination. McDaniels not backing down.
Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Knocked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kessler up top to the inside. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This game's right there.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They got the Shaq seal of approval of how they went to work, moving bodies around, attacking the rim. This is how you run a successful offense.
I know you love to see it. Old school whooping inside.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They did what they needed to in Game 1. Got the win, kept home court advantage. Big fella, how important was that?
It's nice, Ernie, but it means nothing. One loss here, and they relinquish home court advantage. Got to stay hungry.
Yeah, they can't sit back and get comfortable. This is when the adjustments are made. They need to be sharp for this one.
Momentum up for grabs. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. Here's Sexton. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Edwards is out there with P, and it's Gobert in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's P. Drains the three-pointer. Towns has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves.
Oh, my goodness! A 7-footer launching from way beyond the arc. How do you contest that? I don't think you can.
Now, here's Clarkson. Shoots it. Here's Hendricks. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity.
Here's P. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now, here is George. Defense is right there. Clarkson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, no good. Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's P. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Clarkson. And rejection by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
He with the bucket.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Looking to end the run. The Jazz with another miss.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
from past the arc, and another three for Minnesota.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the Jazz call time here. You got to like what P has done in this game.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Keep pushing, fellas. Keep pushing.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hendricks passes to Clarkson. And again, unable to change momentum here.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Clarkson. After the three-pointer from P, Clarkson passes to Hendricks. Clarkson looking for an opening. Outside for George. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Inside. The three, and the three ball is good. George has got 7 points in the game.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One of the things I love about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sexton. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here's McDaniel. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's P, and he drops in the layup off the glass. P's got 41.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's P. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. P's got 44.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Edwards against Sexton. Drilled from 11 feet out. Sexton's got 23.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Utah has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And there's the pass to Hendricks. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He with the bucket.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Utah also making a switch. Collins checked in for Sexton. George against Conley. To the middle, here's Clarkson. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Takes it inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You gotta have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite. Like the big fella standing in the way.
Collins, a screen on Conley. Pass to Collins. Now, here's Clarkson. Again, the Jazz score.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Here's P. Non-stop scoring machine here. For 3. They get it again. The kick out to Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Edwards. And Utah also making a switch. Horton Tucker's checked in. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. George with the ball. 7 points in the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Now, Horton Tucker. Nothing on the board. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Jazz have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one drops. Good on both. The Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Jazz shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And George kicks to Collins. Lets it go from 11 to the left wing. Outside, George. 4 on the clock. Horton Tucker. The pass to Clarkson. The 3 from George. Rebound, Minnesota.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Collins, a screen on Anderson. George finds Horton Tucker. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now, here's Reed. He's got 6. Here's P. And a miss there on the triple. Utah's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Clarkson outside. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
For Minnesota, they have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. That free throw good from P. Minnesota making a switch. Moore's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:06 left in the third. Here's Horton Tucker. No scoring in this one, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's P. Driving inside.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Minnesota shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. More in the corner. Pass to Pete. Towns for 3. Rebound, Utah. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Yurtsevin. From down in the low post, it goes. Yurtsevin's got his first 2 points.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Over to the wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
For Kyle Anderson. And Utah also making a switch. Kessler's checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's P. Over in the corner, Conley. Offline with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And so in the game for the Jazz, the 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Colin Sexton is out there with Taylor Horton Tucker. And it's Baisley in at the 3. Here's P. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Horton Tucker. Collins, a screen on Conley. Here's Horton Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
13 seconds. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Sweet move. Jams it in off the great move.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Down low. Here's P. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Baisley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
So it's the Jazz now. It's stolen by Morris. The pass to Pete. Over in the corner, Conley. Sinks the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Sexton's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Reed. There's the pass to Pete. He kicks it to Conley. And another 3 for Minnesota.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Again, what an avalanche.
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this, he's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Passes it to Kessler. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
There's a screen. Has to be uncovered. Connects again.
And he's equaled 2nd all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
A tremendous offensive display, Greg. This crowd on the edge of their seats. Outside, George. Pass to Hendricks. He dishes it to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
He's just good at forcing the issue. Love seeing Sexton stay aggressive and just get under the D's with his skin.
That free throw, no good. Minnesota making a switch here. Einad's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Conley, the pass to Pete. Yet another bucket.
His offensive excellence continues to be on full display.
Hey, Greg, he is now moved into second all-time for scoring in a playoff game. Now, here's Sexton. Goes up to the stripe. Ball stolen. Out in his own on the break. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Sexton following the bucket by the Timberwolves. This is to George. And the pass to Hendricks for the three. The offensive rebound. Kessler comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's P. He takes it in. Here's Garza. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Sexton. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And here's Conley outside. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. George against Conley. Here's Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 6th assist on the night.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Well, that's going to wrap this.
Good, another from three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack.
You see it.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Stolen by Conley. To the left side wing. Pass to Pete. To the right side. Outside Conley. He passes to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's P. And again for 3.
An incredible shooting display if you hadn't noticed already, and he just keeps it going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in NBA playoff history. How about that? Moore against Clarkson. Pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. And they get it. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sexton's got 33.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
free throw good from P. Both good from the line that time. So it's Utah now. And here's George. There's the dish to Clarkson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
What a nice feel, good feel for the pick and roll. Clarkson sees his opportunity and capitalizes.
So it's Minnesota winning this one east, and this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now break 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.
Good job, Wave. Yee-hee. Down there.
Don't matter the stage, my boy MP keeps winning. Great week. Keep pushing.
What's up, MP?
MP versus Salt Lake City, baby. Let's get it.
Yo, appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. That's a wrap. We play game 3 and 4 tomorrow. Wrap it on up. You know what I'm saying? We get out this first bracket easy. We see it. We appreciate y'all for tapping out.